Do you ever feel like you have to pee or you leak a little bit on the jerk? In today's video, we're going to be talking about points of performance for both the push power jerk and the split jerk. Talk about why you might be peeing from a coaching perspective, and then give you one modification that you can use if you are peeing while you're trying to rehab it. Let's talk about points of performance first. When we are thinking about the push jerk or the split jerk, we are starting with our elbows slightly in front of our body. Our barbell is resting on our shoulders. Then we are going to perform a dip where our chest is going straight up and down. For the push jerk, we're going to jump underneath and our feet are going to come wider, side to side. For the split jerk, we're going to dip and drop under with one foot in front and one foot back. When we think about our points of performance for both of those movements, it's important, one, that our chest stays somewhat vertical up and down on the dip, and that we keep our ribs stacked over our pelvis the entire time. This goes into the second point, which is I pee when I perform a split jerk or a power jerk. And why might that be happening? There are two reasons generally why we see athletes are peeing with these movements. One is that they are overextended. What that means is that in a power jerk, they're dipping in this arched position, or in the split jerk, their back leg is sprawled too far back out behind them, and they're in, again, this arched position, which makes it harder for our pelvic floor to contract at the right time. That's number one. Number two is that we are focusing so much on up and down jumping rather than trying to go side to side or front to back in order for us to get underneath the bar. That can sound like a person who is almost like donkey kicking when they are moving their feet rather than thinking about gliding underneath that bar. Yes, you're going to hear your shoes, especially if you're wearing weightlifting shoes. But if you are stomping and you're getting almost an air time, that's a lot of impact on the pelvic floor that your body might not be ready for. If you are leaking with these movements, so number three, what do we do about it? We're going to obviously coach through these movements and try and clean up your mechanics a little bit. Then if we are having trouble with this, while we are in that rehab process, we are going to move into a no feet power jerk position. That's going to bring the impact way down, hopefully to something that your pelvic floor is ready for. We're going to accumulate some repetitions, work on our mechanics, and then try that split jerk or power jerk again. If you have any other questions about pelvic health or you are interested in anything related to the Barbell Mamas, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, listen to our podcast, or head over to thebarbellmamas.com to check out all of our programs.